now. All right, well, we'll see how this goes. Using my daughter's hair tie to, oh God, oh, it's holding. I'm scared it's gonna snap on me. I don't like that. I really don't like that. Okay, it stayed. All right, cool. Oh, my son's awake. Yeah, my kids, like, nap schedules, what are they? I'm trying to get them to nap between noon and 2. Preferably, I love when they nap between 2 and 4, because, like, energy-wise, for me, I really like downtime between that time. And, you know, like, generally we've been outside. It's a nice way to, like, I don't know, just, like, chill, you know, with a nap. The reason we have our kids nap, the reason they need them. Anyway, hi, I'm Scarlett Ash. I am a Wisconsinite indie author. I currently have 2 books out, How a Chieftain is Made and The Celestial Assassins, book 1, just released this past week, right? What day is it? Okay, last week, my bad. Anyway, I'm here to talk about Kindle Vella because in addition to writing and publishing books, I have also written a bunch of serialized fiction on Amazon's Vella platform. What makes this platform unique is that it basically copied, so it's not really that unique, but it copied Wattpad and Archives fanfiction. There's another one I can't think of the name of, in the sense that authors really just have control, easy access to uploading stories, episodes. If you're not familiar, it's serialized fiction, so really like character-driven stories versus like, it's basically TV versus a movie. So it's just really nice because authors, for, you know, as an author, it's so nice because I feel like personally it's taken away a lot of the, like, when you release a book, you are sending out like a physical thing to someone, and that's so intimidating. Whereas with serialized fiction, it's kind of like if the readers don't like it, then they move on, and no harm, no foul. Like, it just takes away a lot of the stress, in my opinion, for writing. And so for readers, why Vella is really nice is because you get to try the first 3 episodes free. You might have, you know, come across an author or a story and you're like, I'm gonna try this out. So you try the first 3 episodes, and if you don't like it, you move on. No harm, no foul. Like, just super simple, and I would say convenient. And then if you do like it, then you get to follow that story, follow the author if you want, and then you can like give them thumbs up. Some of the authors have polls on there, so you can like answer questions about the characters, stories. Like, it depends on what the author writes on there. Personally, I'm not really good at the whole like filling out like the polls, like putting questions up. I do it, but I don't feel like, I feel like they'll get better as I get to like more familiar with my characters, because currently with the stories that I'm writing, I have one set that's like, I just edit the chapter like the day or 2 before, and then I post it on Fridays. So that's my Sorry Szymon, which is related to the Celestial Assassins. It's actually the story about Sailor Beckett's father and then the chief of police of Seattle. So it's kind of their origin story, or like how they got to where they are now. Anyway, with my other story under a different pen name that I have to keep secret, I actually like write it the day before and then edit it and then upload it. I try to do like an episode. Oh, there's my little guy walking around. I try to write it like the week before, but generally I'll like get a paragraph in and then stop and then pick it up like Thursday or Friday night, be like, oh shoot, I gotta upload this Saturday morning. So anyway, that's kind of like, I'm learning the story and the characters as I go in that one, and it's kind of scary but also super thrilling. So yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know, I feel like Vella personally has put a lot of the power back in the author's hands versus which, you know, traditional publishing is fine. I'm definitely pro indie author, and you know, I do think there's a healthy balance of like, hey, I'm gonna write a story and not care what anyone thinks, not get professional edits and just do what I want, and then versus the people who are like, you need to have a professional cover, a professional editor, and then like all the, you know, hit all the boxes so that it's the best story that it can be. And I'm kind of in this weird middle because my first book, How a Chieftain is Made, I made the cover myself, I did the edits myself, which I did have a writing critique partner at the time who helped me catch anything that I had missed. And then what else did I do? I even used like Amazon's like template book cover maker because I was struggling with the one that I had made myself. With Amazon's like, I didn't know what I was doing. I was so new. And while I do love the story still, and I kind of want to go back and read through it, I know it's not my best work, but I also am still proud of it. And it was like my learning curve. It was how I got into like, okay, you know, what do I need to do? So for my next book, I ended up like getting an editor and like doing all the stuff. And I actually wrote it during NaNoWriMo of 2021, so just this past one. And yeah, I did, you know, I still made my own cover because personally I love doing it. I enjoy that. It's something I want to do in the future, you know, for other authors or just myself. I don't know. But anyway, sorry, back to the main point is with Kindle Vella, you're able to take your story and do what you want with it, and readers can take or leave it. Just like archives, just like fanfiction, .com, I think it's called. But, you know, it really puts the power back into the author's hands, and we get paid for it. And it's great because my first Kindle Vella story that I wrote was On the Rocks. It's kind of inspired by Burn Notice. That's my favorite show. I have a free Wattpad story that you can go read that I wrote. It's probably like the first story that I actually wrote through and through right before the launch of my How a Chieftain is Made. With that one, what I was going to say is I wrote 10 episodes out because I was new. I was like, I don't know what Vella is. I'm just going to try. I mean, I've done Wattpad. I'll keep them brief, you know, so like it's 10 episodes, really short. The episodes are all really, really short, except I think the first and the last one are a little bit longer. And then uploaded it. I didn't have Grammarly at the time. I just like read through it a couple times and was like, good to go. And then with my second Vella story, A World of Chaos, that was like a full book, 60,000 words. And I literally just copied and pasted them into Kindle Vella, which I don't recommend. I do plan on launching that as a book eventually, like, you know, paying for edits, like doing it justice. But currently it's just, you know, it is what it is. So take it or leave it. And that's what I love about Kindle Vella is now, you know, now I take the episodes, I run them through Grammarly because I bought the yearly subscription. Totally worth the money, by the way. I tried Pro Writing Aid, not my cup of tea. I don't know if it's just the program itself or just the way it's laid out, but Grammarly is so user-friendly. I use the app on my phone. My son is 1 now, but he actually is like still nursing, and for most of his life I would nurse in bed and then like run an episode through Grammarly and then upload it on Vella, all from my phone. Like that's what I've been doing the last year, and I love it. I love it so much, and I highly recommend it if you're interested in writing. But yeah, it's so nice because I feel like it puts the power back, a good power dynamic, because you will find Vella stories where you're like, ooh, they didn't edit, or ooh, this was like not well done. And guess what? You can just move on. You don't have to spend your coins on it. You can just say, not for me. And then currently I have a story that I am reading called Bleed, and it's like a vampire, very spicy story. Like I'm gonna blush just thinking about it. I love it, and I have zero complaints about it, and I'm addicted, and I'm like excited for this author to write more. I don't know if she will be, but I'm really excited, and that's what I hope readers will find, is they'll find an author where they're like, I don't care if there are a couple misspelled words. And then once hopefully the story ends, and then maybe the author will publish it into like a paperback, and the readers will be like, I'm obsessed, I love it, I want a physical copy of it. So I currently love Vella because it supports everything that I love about being an indie author. Is we have these stories, these characters, these like little bits of us that we are obsessed with, and we want to share them with other people, and we get to decide how we want to share it with other people and what goes into them. So anyway, that's just me rambling on and on about Kindle Vella. They're not paying me to say any of this. It's still pretty underrated, I feel like, and a lot of people are like, well, I'd rather read Wattpad, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You can go read your fan fiction, go read your other stuff. But this is a nice way for authors to make money while like honing their craft and just getting to know their characters better and just make money while doing the thing that they love. So if you're thinking about it, I say go for it. The KDP Vella platform is super user friendly, like super friendly, and I appreciate that. So I mean, it's worth giving it a shot, and as a reader you really have nothing to lose, especially if you know you can read a couple of free episodes and be like or find something and get hooked. And if you get hooked, it's really cheap to read episodes because it's a coin-based system. So I think I spent like $5 and got like 500 coins. And then I was able to unlock episodes. It's by word count. So like if they, I think it's like if they write 1,000 words, don't quote me on that. I don't actually know the ratio, but it's really cheap. You get to unlock an episode for like 7 to 15 coins. It just depends on the word count. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll probably upload a couple more where I'm just rambling about Vella and how nice it is and just different aspects of being an author and a reader. So take care.